So at the time of filming this video, I've just finished my final pet portrait for Christmas, and I'm so relieved. I don't think it's fully settled in yet, but I finished it and I cleaned my studio. It has been kind of like I walk in here and my chest tightens because I just feel really overwhelmed, and I've just had so much to do. So I'm really glad that the rush for all of the holiday orders is over and I can kind of chill for a little bit. But that being said, thank you all for your orders. I got so much support this year from you guys and I really appreciate it. Yeah, we went home to Cincinnati to visit family for Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna include some of the footage of some fun things that we did. We hit up Columbus on the way down to Cincinnati, so we did some things there. We saw topiary gardens. Another day, actually, we went to the Van Gogh, immersive Van Gogh experience thing. So you'll see a little bit of what that was like here. And yeah, I thought today that I might actually talk a little bit about different low environmental impact gifting ideas. So I think I'll do that here. I didn't pop my face in very much while I was actually like filming this, so I wanted to come in and say hi at the beginning, but I will do a little talking. So yeah. It's really pretty. Something that I think about almost all the time, but especially during the holidays, is the environmental impact of the things in my shop, as well as the things I'm buying. Especially this time of year, there's just so much consumption and products and things. And of course, we want to buy things for our family members, and have a nice gift to give. But it can feel just like a lot when you walk through the stores and see all the commercials. And as a small shop, a creator, I feel especially responsible for the things that I'm making. You may have seen, I don't know if I think I shared it briefly on my New Year's resolutions video last year, but this past year I've been very focused on figuring out things to offer in my shop that have like the least impact possible, because it's not possible for me to be making things that have zero impact, but this is how I live. So I thought I would share some of the items with you that are in my shop that are the most low impact, and then also give you some ideas, not necessarily from other specific stores, but other ideas of things that you can gift to people this season that either have a positive impact or are very low in their environmental impact. So I thought that while I'm packing the stationery, we could talk about that. The stationery in my shop is one of the most low impact things that I offer. It's 100% recycled, and my packaging is also recycled and recyclable. So stationery is a great option in my shop. The whole stationery section, I've actually included recipe cards and the calendar in there, but most everything on that page in my shop is recycled. So like I said, there's the stationery, just greeting cards and things like that. There's also the recipe cards, which I've offered in a sweet and savory design. I think maybe I showed those in my last video, but those are really fun for anyone, who likes to cook. I know that a lot of us keep our recipes digital these days, but I really like to have a piece of paper out when I'm working in the kitchen. And also, I think that if you ever want to share a recipe with someone or receive one, you're going to your grandma's house for Christmas or something, and you'd like to have her recipe for your favorite dish, you can have these cards with you and just write it down. So that's a really fun gift, I think, and it's actually a great price too, because you get a set of 12 for $10. Also, the limited edition prints in my shop are all made of recycled paper, and these are prints that are ready to ship. I have them all in stock, and they were made in a maximum amount of 50. So most of them only have a few left at this point. Some of them are what remains from my print club, which is a monthly subscription through Patreon. And then at the end of each month, I add the rest to my shop at a higher price. So you do get a deal if you join my Patreon. You can get 50% off of all of those. Another new thing that I'm offering that is not made of recycled materials, but does kind of have a life beyond its primary use, would be the new calendar that I've come out with. I'm so excited about this because I had a lot of fun with the illustrations. I just wanted to do something that was really lighthearted and happy. I put a lot of pressure on myself this season to be producing new things, and when it came to this calendar, I knew that I was gonna have to do something more simple. So I sat down with my iPad a few nights in a row while we were watching a show, and I just kind of got these illustrations made, and they ended up being really happy. And one of the things that I love about giving the calendar as a gift, or even getting it for yourself, is that each page at the end of the year can either be cut out and hung on the wall. You can frame it as a gift for a friend. You're basically getting 12 art prints with this calendar. So that's a fun idea. But aside from things you can get from me, I have some ideas for you that I think you'll like. So one of the things I did this year was I went on Etsy and I searched for specific vintage and thrifted items. So I was looking for, if you're my sister and you're listening, one of my sisters, don't listen because I'm going to say what your gift is. I got my sisters each a vintage shell jewelry dish. So it's something that you can have on your bedside table, and they're not actual shells, they're shell shaped. And I searched that and I came up with various styles from different shops that I found that I felt like suited their personalities. So one of them is brass from the 1960s, and it's made in India, and it has kind of cool etching on it. Another one is, the other one is silver. It looks silver, but it's probably made of something else, and it has like a ship on it. It's really cool. And then the other one is still coming in the mail. It is pink ceramic lusterware, so it has kind of an opalescent sheen. So those were some cool things that I found, and I think it's great to find something secondhand or vintage, because not only does it already exist, but it's kind of like a treasure hunt, and the person knows that you put a lot of thought into what you were getting them and didn't just, grab something off of the shelf. So that's one idea. Another idea is to support businesses that aid in conservation. And my personal favorites are ones that give money to help specific animals rather than ones that claim to plant a tree for each purchase. Planting a tree often means planting a tree that is one day going to be used for wood. It doesn't actually mean rebuilding an ecosystem for the most part. So you can always Google and search for shops and organizations that support animal conservation, and read their about pages and see what you think about their organization and if it's something you want to support. You can also gift people a subscription for online classes. I think this is a fun idea, especially for kids too. It just gets them doing something different, and it's always fun to have an experience. This is not sponsored, but I do have a class on Skillshare. If you use my link below, you can take any of the Skillshare classes, and it gives you 1 month free. So that's something to think about, because really it's like an endless gift if you wanted to get someone a year-long subscription. Of course, you can get creative and make something using supplies you already have. If you were inspired by the little lavender sachets I made at the beginning of this video, you could maybe consider using like fabric scraps that you have, or a pillowcase that is maybe no longer good as a pillowcase, or it doesn't match another one or something. Just some kind of fabric items that you have, and you can order the dried lavender and make your own little sachets, and you could even embroider on them. So that's kind of a fun thing to make. Baking things for people, baked goods. Another idea is to purchase items that help the recipient reduce their waste. So things like reusable produce bags, or wax wraps for storing food. I think that we all get stuck in a rut with our daily routine, and gifts like this can be kind of inspiring. Another idea is to adopt, metaphorically, an animal in someone's honor. So I will link 2 of my favorite organizations. One is Pacific MMC. You can adopt a seal virtually for the recipient. They have little packages and things that come with that, but that's kind of a cool idea. And then the other one that I'm going to link is Virunga National Park in the Congo. You can metaphorically adopt a gorilla. This is actually the organization that proceeds from my shop go to. I don't know if I've really spoken about it before, but I do donate monthly to Virunga National Park. So whenever you purchase something from me, it enables me to donate to them. So I hope that you all enjoyed this little low impact gift guide. And if you have any ideas or things that you've done this year that have a low environmental impact for gifting, comment below and let me know what those are. I'd love to hear them. And thank you again for watching. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe and like buttons. And yeah, if you're interested in anything I talked about in this video, or following me or supporting me in any way, all of the links are going to be in the description. So yeah, I hope you're having a great holiday season. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.